Hi, I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt. Good to know.
What is happening?
Something different for the Facebook Live.
What are we doing? Oh, hi everyone.
What was happening to Matt? That was Matt there. I'm going to explain who he is and the background to this event. So stay tuned inside. We're going to be looking at the magnetic fingers induction today in this tutorial, so keep watching. October is nearly over. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at a beautiful street hypnosis clip. It didn't actually start out as a street hypnosis clip. This gentleman that you saw in the little introduction is from Small Business Saturday. Small Business Saturday is a big event that happens on the first Saturday in December in the lead up to Christmas. And the idea is it's called Small Business Saturday because it's promoting on the first Saturday in December, it's promoting small businesses throughout the UK. So if you want to support a small business, whether it's go in and buy a coffee from a local small coffee shop or utilize the services of a small business like myself, please do support small businesses on Small Business Saturday. In the lead up to Small Business Saturday, the organisation that runs and organises Small Business Saturday itself picks 100 businesses throughout the UK to represent all small businesses. In 2021, because it's 2022 now if you're watching this video out in the future, but back in 2021 last year, I was one of those 100 that was selected to represent all of small businesses in the UK. As part of that, the Small Business Saturday team would tour around the UK. And as part of that tour, they came to Belfast. So they invited me down to Belfast to interview me out on the streets. Well, you know me, I enjoy street hypnosis. So what you're going to see is the complete interview, including the discussion about my business and the discussion about Small Business Saturday. And then, just as I've been mentioning, going out and doing some street hypnosis, Matt, the interviewer, says to me, well, do you want to hypnotise me? Now, if anybody knows me, I'm sure you guys do if you watch the channel regularly, I love doing street hypnosis, and I think it's important to show to people that you can do hypnosis whenever someone asks. So that's what follows. It was not planned. I did not know he was going to ask me to do that, and we just gave it a go. And you're going to see the results as you saw the end there in the little introduction. You're going to see the whole video now. I'm going to put chapter markers, timestamps in the description section, so they'll show up at the bottom of this video as you watch it on YouTube. So if you want to go straight to the street hypnosis bit, please do, but I would encourage you just to watch the whole video. Number one, it gets me more watch time and helps this channel grow, but I think you might learn something about hypnosis if you do so. It's very apt that I release this video this weekend because this Thursday on the 3rd of November they're coming back to Belfast this year again, 2022. So if you're watching this live prior to Thursday, November 2022, please do watch my social media feed because I'll be pointing out where they will be and I'm going to meet up with them again, and you can come down and say hi, maybe get on one of their videos as well. And of course, don't forget Small Business Saturday itself, which is the Saturday the 3rd of December this year. So it's the first Saturday in December every year, so don't forget that moving forward in life. But always, every day, support small businesses. Small businesses do so much for the economy, and right now, where we are, it's very important to support all small businesses. Make sure to like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, give that big red subscribe button a click, and click that bell notification button as well, so you get notified every time a new video comes out for myself. Stay tuned after the street hypnosis video because I'm going to talk a bit about the induction at the end. In the meantime, let's watch the video.
It's Matt here with my lovely guest Turan. We're going to talk about your brilliant business. It's very different to what we have spoken about so far on our tour. It's something that maybe terrifies some people, somebody gets excited about it. But we're just going to bring you more information just to help you understand how it actually works. So hi Turan, your business is called Feel Good Hypnosis. I'm looking at you and I can't even breathe, sorry, but I'm going to point at
Talking about that fight or flight response.
Bless you, could you tell us more about your business, how you started? So you started in 2016.
Indeed, so the business started in 2016 as a clinical hypnotherapist, so I'm going about 5-6 years now. But I really started to learn hypnosis back in 2010. As I was saying just before the camera started, I used to do what I call silly dad magic. I used to go, oh, there's a coin from behind your ear. And so I didn't know anything about hypnosis, just was interested in funny magic. I wouldn't have done it in front of anybody else. But I went, started researching when I saw a trick by Darren Brown, dare I say, and realised it was hypnosis and not magic, and just got sucked into this whole, lovely industry that I'm in now. I used to go out in the streets of Belfast and with people's permission, hypnotise them, and you can see all that on YouTube on again, Feel Good Hypnosis is the YouTube channel to check out.
Fantastic. You've got quite a few views, I understand.
So coming up on 1 million.
Amazing.
So I know it's not viral, but it's a very niche subject. But lots of it, about over 500 videos on there.
That is brilliant. So now, 5 years later, after starting your business, talking about hypnosis for the last 11 years, probably, you helping people.
Indeed. So that's everything from anxiety, depressions, post-traumatic stress. We're talking there about irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, fears, phobias, fear of flying, fear of butterflies, fear of snakes, anything you can imagine. That's basically anything but a broken leg, I sort of say.
Yeah.
Anything that's not physical, if it's in the head, we can work with it and change
This
it.
is interesting, because you just said anything that's not physical. And now when you mention IBS, a lot of people believe it's something that's physical, you can't change, you can't help it, you need to learn how to live with it.
Indeed.
And it really kind of shocked me that it is one of the things that you can help people with.
Exactly.
Which is fantastic. How does it work then?
So again, just to qualify that, we're talking about IBS, even things like, dare I say it, at this time, pre-watershed, erectile dysfunction, issues like that there, bedwetting. I do like to ask to make sure that people have seen the doctor and there isn't a physical issue involved, because there can be, restrictions. Yes. in the gut and stuff. But if that's been, overruled, and the doctor says, look, there's nothing wrong that I can find, then we can work with it. But then because it becomes purely a stress issue, an anxiety issue, okay? And I've talked about this idea of when you go into the fight or flight response mode, when you get stressed, your central body shuts down. You need blood and oxygen in your arms and your legs to run away from maybe that tiger that's coming towards you, or maybe fight it. So that's the fight or flight response mode that we always hear about. And the rest of your body shuts down, so your intestines shut down. And again, I work with infertility as well, so the reproductive system shuts down. Now these days, as I say, it's not about a tiger coming towards you and being in fear. You might be just, getting older in age, you really want a baby to start a family, and that is enough stress for you to go into that fight or flight response mode to trigger that. And now either your IBS, your intestines not working, or your reproductive system not working, and you get into that mode where you need to tap into that unconscious mind and say, look, reduce that stress, that anxiety, and everything will start working again.
Which is awesome. So we also saw you on a tour a couple of years back. Obviously this was the pre-pandemic, everything, your business starting to boom, and then obviously pandemic happened. Were you able to run your business during the pandemic at all?
The good news is, number one, Zoom wasn't new to me. Other internet providers are available, but Zoom wasn't new to me. I'd been using Zoom for about 2 or 3 years, since about 2016, 17, to do online. So I work with people all over the world.
Fantastic.
So number one, that wasn't an issue. Number two, and sadly, I wish it wasn't the case. I'd love to make myself redundant per se. There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Now I saw the dip like most people did as soon as it came out in sort of March, April time, because everybody just went into fight or flight response mode, or should we say fight, flight, or freeze mode. Everybody just froze, not spending anything and not doing anything. I don't know what's happening. But people, the business picked up quickly again because people were anxious, whether it was about coronavirus or just, I'm locked down, now's the time to look after me.
Yeah.
So,
there was also the isolation, I guess, a lot of people were just closed between, 4 walls for a long time. You have more
relationship issues, stress issues, anger issues.
Absolutely.
So I saw all those, and again, those were things I was used to dealing with pre-pandemic. So it wasn't I need to learn new strategies or techniques here. I had that all in my toolkit, so it wasn't a big hit for me.
Fantastic. So for of December's coming up, which is a Small Business Saturday day. Do you support other small businesses? Have you got any plans to go out maybe on Saturday, maybe buy a coffee from your local shop? Or
I plan, weather permitting, I plan to come out and do some street hypnosis. Right?
Awesome.
So hopefully, you know, wave the banner for Small Business Saturday, do some street hypnosis and promote it that way. In terms of generally supporting businesses, I'm a chairperson of the ABC, Armagh, Banbridge and Craigavon networking group. So I'm a great fan for that. Last night and again, I see Louise Brogan, who seems to be everywhere, omnipresent, just behind us here. She's just arrived. You know, last night I was on hashtag Belfast Hour on Twitter. Again, people don't give a lot of credit to Twitter, but that's where I really met Louise on Twitter, and I met, you know, meet and support a lot of businesses through, you know, hashtag Belfast Hour on Twitter. So I'm a great supporter of businesses.
Fantastic.
I don't know how many people are doing it, but for the last 70 days, and I will be doing it for the next 30 days, I've been tweeting, Facebooking and LinkedIn, comment, like, share on every business that's come up. What I've learned from my networking is if you support other people, you know, you get the recognition. It's not just doing it for the recognition, but you're helping other people out, and the help will come back. So I'm a great fan of networking.
Awesome. So you said you're going to go into streets.
That's it.
And try to hypnose people.
Yes.
Shall we give it a go with me?
I'd love to. Would you like to be hypnotised?
I'd love to.
Good stuff. Okay, put your feet together. And the camera person will have to keep me in frame here. Right, what will we do? Let's do just see how good you are at. Put your hands out like this here. Clap them together. Interlock your fingers tight, tight, tight. Now bend your elbows like you're going to say a prayer, and you might need to say a prayer in a minute. Only joking. And what I want you to do, in a moment, but not yet, in a moment I want you to put your two fingers up like this here, okay? About that much apart. Now I want you to just use your imagination. Use your imagination. Imagine there's little magnets on the tips of those fingers. Just use your imagination and notice what happens next. So when you're ready, put your fingers up and just stare right between those two fingers and imagine those fingers are magnets, and look how they pull together. There you go. And notice now how that feeling of pulling together seems to connect with your hands now. It's almost as if your hands are carved from a single piece of wood. Just imagine that getting tighter and tighter, locking together and sticking together, locking together and sticking together. And the harder you try, the harder it comes to try now and pull those hands apart. Try now and pull those hands apart. Notice those hands just locked and stuck together. What's that like?
Just really weird feeling.
It really is a weird feeling, but notice what happens now. If you just close your eyes down, your legs will support you and your back will support you. But when I say the word sleep, you'll just go into a wonderful state of hypnosis. 1, 2, 3, sleep now. Deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. And the deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel, the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go, drifting and sinking down, deeper and deeper and deeper. And when I drop that hand down by your side, you'll go down 10 times quicker, way down. Now, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. With every count I count, just allow your unconscious to take you down even deeper still. Remember, your legs and back will support you all this time, going 10, going deeper now, 9, even deeper still. So deep, so relaxed that you're unconscious. So really connect now with your conscious mind. And 5, 4, way down, even deeper. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel, the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. 3, 2, and 1, way down. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and the count of 3 you'll open your eyes, but every time I say the word sleep or deeper sleep, your eyes will close down, your head will drop down, your chest will go 10 times deeper than before, letting all the sounds around you help to absorb you into this wonderful feeling. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, and sleep now, way down, deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. In a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and this time, on the count of 3, you'll open your eyes, but your legs will feel so comfortable in the position they're in now. It's almost as if they're stuck to the floor, locked and stuck to the floor. You will not be able to move your feet. The harder you try to move those feet, the more those feet will just lock and stuck in place. Lock and stuck. Nod your head that you understand. The more you try, the more those feet will just lock and stuck to the floor. You will not be able to move them. It's almost as if your feet are part of the pavement. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Isn't that cool?
What just happened?
That's it. Now go ahead now and try and move your feet. Really try. Really try. Harder you try, the harder it sticks. Harder you try, the harder it sticks. Really try. What's that like?
What is happening?
Look at me and sleep now. Way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel. The more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, your feet will no longer be stuck to the floor. Your feet will no longer be stuck to the floor. But on the count of 3, just like your feet were stuck to the floor, your name will stick to the back of your mind. You know what it's like when you see someone on the TV and you say, I know that guy's name, but that name is gone. It's erased. You cannot say it. The harder you try to say your name, the harder it sticks to the back of your mind. Nod your head that you understand. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. There you go. Move your feet. How's it going? There you go. And sorry, I didn't catch your name. Your name is? The harder you try, the harder it sticks. The harder you try, the harder it sticks. You know your surname. Your surname is?
Slosia.
And your first name's gone when you try and say it?
I don't know.
You try, and it gets funnier. Notice how it gets funnier and funnier. The harder you try to say your name, the funnier it gets.
No, I
Funnier
know
and
it.
funnier.
I know it.
That's right.
It's 3 letters.
I'll tell you what. When you sing your name in rhyme, when you sing your name, you can say it, but only in rhyme. What about the birthday song? Sing the birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Matt. Happy birthday,
When you try and say it,
Matt.
it's gone now. It's gone.
What's happening?
Try and say your name now.
Oh my god.
Look at me. Sleep. Way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper relax. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and on the count of 5, all hypnotic suggestions will disappear. All hypnotic suggestions disappear. You'll no longer feel like you're stuck to the floor. You will remember your name. Your name will come back to you totally. But on the count of 5, you feel full of life, full of invigoration, like you've had a 12-hour sleep, like a 6-hour massage, ready to take on the world, ready to take on life. So 1, feeling that feeling of hypnosis disappear from the tips of your toes, washing out through your legs, through your stomach, through your pelvis. 3, take a deep breath in. Feel the energy washing all the way through you, really feeling good inside. 4 and 5, wide awake. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt. Good to hear. Good to know.
What is happening?
Something,
God.
something different for the Facebook Live.
What are we doing? Oh, hi everyone.
Just to remind you where we are.
What we doing? Sorry.
It comes back to you perfectly. There you go.
Yeah. Sorry. Hi everyone, bye everyone. So, I don't even know what happened, to be perfectly honest, but thank you
Big
so much.
round of applause, guys, for the background.
Lovely chatting to you.
It was my pleasure. Like I say, this shows you the power of the hypnosis, yeah?
Yeah.
This shows you the power of hypnosis. Believe it or not, as much as you felt like I was taking control of you, you were in control of it all the time, yeah? A nice example is, and I want to do that example of making you forget your name. To quote a nice example that I was doing, I was working with someone who, I did exactly the same thing, just on a bit of entertainment, and they didn't forget the name. They didn't forget the name. And when they came out of hypnosis, what was nice was they said, I'm going through a divorce right now, and the one thing that's left to me is my name, so I wasn't going to forget it. Okay? You heard me talking to you all the time. It wasn't like everything just sort of disappeared.
It wasn't spooky or anything, it was just odd.
Yeah, that's it.
Really.
So you're in control. You wanted an experience, and I gave you an experience, and you were happy enough to experience that experience.
Thank you. I'll have to watch this back to know what actually happened. But thank you so much, Sharon, for being here.
And
thank you.
Lovely to see you.
Feel Good Hypnosis. Head to Toran's website. We'll
feel-good.today.
That's the
or
one.
Or just search for Feel Good Hypnosis on YouTube. Make sure you give us a like. Make sure you give us a subscribe and a share.
Fantastic.
Thanks
And we'll see you soon. Bye.
He really was a star. He was really flabbergasted. And I think, as you saw there, he really knocked him off his train of thought in the interview. But he was a great star. Now, what I liked about this is how impressed he can be with just 1 or 2 skits. We just did the magnetic fingers induction, followed by a foot stick, followed by a name amnesia, and then brought him out of hypnosis. That's all it takes to really wow someone. Many times you'll see on this channel where I'm doing maybe a 12, maybe a 15 minute, maybe a 20 minute set of routines, induction and awakening again in between, but you don't need to do a really long set to impress people. Just a few little skits, even just 1 skit is plenty, and that's my main tip for today, that you don't need to do a lot to impress people. Hypnosis is really mind-blowing in itself, and you saw that from Matt's experience there. So talking about the magnetic fingers, often you'll see me do this as a suggestibility exercise where I just want to see how responsive they are. But I noticed that his hands were so clasped together and he was so amazed by his fingers coming together that I thought, right, he's away, he's already in trance. I just simply asked him to close his eyes down and just tapped his hands and his head dropped down onto his shoulders. Again, the minute I noticed that, you'll see me putting those regular health and safety tips in by saying your legs and back will support you, and then said sleep, and he dropped beautifully into hypnosis. And you saw from the results of the 2 skits that he really was a great subject. So my advice there is you don't need to do a long thing. Any suggestibility exercise that you can do can be turned into an induction if you see that mesmeristic trance state that people go into. Hope you liked that short tutorial. Just wanted to make a short tutorial today because of the length of the video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big red subscribe button and that bell notification button. And remember, leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you thought of this. Did you know you could do a suggestibility exercise and an induction? Let me know in the comment section below. And as I've mentioned, full set videos, you might want to watch this video here. It's a really wonderful video of 2 girls that I hypnotized over the summer, and they were great entertainment. So I'm going to leave the link to that in the end screens, so check it out now.